Hello there. Tonight we are going to install the CPE intercooler upgrade for the new Bronco. It's a brand new intercooler. It's at a great price point, really nice piece. I'll show it to you a little more in a minute. But first we are going to go ahead and rack this Bronco and start to take it apart. Alright, so the skid plate is off, which on this Bronco is a plastic one. Yours might be metal. Intercooler is right here. Super easy to drop out. There are going to be a couple of 15mm bolts here that are tied to the tow hooks. They are what supports the intercooler. So realistically, all you have to do, unless you're doing one that messes with the shutters, which this one does not, is unhook the intercooler, which is a spring clip quick connect basically. If you are smart enough to be doing this yourself, you're smart enough to figure out how to get that out. So we're going to disconnect those, and then we're going to drop down the intercooler assembly, and we'll show you them side by side. So, you do need to be careful, because as you start to remove things, this is what's holding up the intercooler. So this is one of the support brackets. As you can see, it's kind of flopping now. So that means that this bolt here is the last thing holding it. So just be aware of things falling. And once you get all those out of the way, this guy just drops right down now. Doesn't get much easier. So I'm going to go get the CPE one. We can do a little bit of side-by-side comparison before we button it back up. So these are some little studs that they give you with the intercooler. These are going to go into the threaded holes on the intercooler, and then the rubber grommets are going to transfer from the stock intercooler and bracketry onto the new intercooler. So here's the CPE. We'll give you a little bit better view of it here after I put these in. These are just going to go in. You're going to snug them up a little bit with a 13mm wrench. You're not trying to break them off. You're not trying to torque them. You just need to make them snug, a little bit beyond finger tight. If you snap one off, you won't be having a good day. So don't do that. So just bottom them out, give them a little extra. We're ready to go in. All right, so here we go. These are the two intercoolers. This is a stock replacement intercooler. You can see how much thicker the core is. Similar overall dimensions, which makes it a bolt-in. The end tanks are huge. They're cast. There is dividers for optimal airflow. CPE always does a great job engineering the best way to fit something without hacking your car up. Easy install, easy to swap back if you wanted to sell or whatever. You've got OEM quick connects, no adapters, no hoses, no weird coupler connections. Literally just switch your rubber grommets over and put it back. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so everything's bolted back up. A little bit tricky to do by yourself, as you might have noticed. 2 people make it go by no problem whatsoever. We've got our hoses clipped back on. I'm a little OCD about that stuff. They're on, they're good, the bolts are tight. It's not going anywhere. Everything is seated, rugged. We're basically done. Just got to put back in the and there you have it. The intercooler is installed. You can barely notice. I'll actually lower it down to see if we can notice it all. Factory shutters remain in place. You can see it through the shutters. Right now they are closed at rest, but you'll see a little bit of silver in there driving down the road. You can also get it in black if you care. So that's installed. We're going to have some data, back-to-back IAT data that we're going to share, see what kind of difference it made. And as soon as we get tuning capability unlocked, we'll dive into those gains a little bit as well. So that pretty much wraps it up for this Tech Talk Mini. John from Juggernaut, thanks for watching as always.